Welcome into another back room here. John Lunsford, Scott Forrester, Sean Rockstar Henniger, Tyler Johns, no longer Tyler the intern. Sorry, I butchered that one.
TJ.
And another back room here, by the way, thanks to my bookie. Use promo code next round to get a 110% bonus on your first deposit there. So make sure and go to mybookie.ag and then go to Lance's Lock to get all the plays for mybookie, lanceslock.com as well. All right, so number 12 came up with a topic this week, so you can blame him if you don't like it. But by the way, I'm Lance in my little Snuggie over here.
Yeah, you are.
It looks comfortable as hell.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Where's Ivy?
She left.
Yeah, she left. I'm not special enough to get Abby's. So the topic is build your ultimate man cave. Think about what you want in it. Think about how you would build it out. What exactly would go in it. And it doesn't have to be like a one by one, but just like what's going in your ultimate man cave. You have unlimited resources to build the absolute perfect man cave for not necessarily just sports, but literally anything. What's the first thing you're doing in a man cave? Go, somebody.
I would have, does it matter how big it is?
It could be however big you want it to be.
I don't know why, I'd have soundproofing and I'd have a band rehearsal space kind of way in the corner. I would have, I don't know if I do multiple TVs, I guess, but I really don't utilize that situation. I don't watch 15 games at once. Big TV, an amazing comfy couch that you could sleep on, that you could basically live in. A movie theater popcorn machine. That's a definite. And I really don't care about like skee ball or a pool table. Maybe a couple arcade games, or one of those things that have like 5,000 arcade games in one.
It need to be like classic arcade games, like NBA Jam, old Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
like
you can mix Sega and Nintendo.
The Simpsons.
It'll customize for you. Like, these are the 200 games I want. Blades of Steel. I want Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Super Nintendo.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles arcade game was so good.
So I'd have something like that. Mine wouldn't be that impressive for others, I don't think. I'd have what I'd put on the walls, because I can't do it in my house now. I wouldn't be all the Pearl Jam concert posters I've been to. I'm not going to decorate it with.
I don't know. Some of those old Ames Brothers posters were so
they're
cool
amazing,
that
and they're like collector's
some of
items. You
those
can't just find them. You can't just buy them. Somebody can go now. I'll try to add on, but that's essentially. And I just don't know how big. I'm thinking about a long room, and the way in the back is like a band rehearsal space with like drums and stuff like that. It's like recording stuff. That'd be awesome.
Can I say what I think is like super overrated, in my opinion? And you mentioned it now. If you had this is like ultimate man cave, you can do whatever you want to. Sure, everybody's going to do it. But like to me, I'm going to have 15 screens in front of me on college football Saturday is totally overrated because I want to usually focus on one game.
Yeah.
Now I know here we're usually watching, Alabama and Auburn are the two games we're going to focus on. But like this weekend, if I'm watching Auburn, Georgia, because that's like the marquee game in the SEC, I don't care what's going on with Maryland. I don't care what's going on with some random Pac-12
Does if you have
school.
juice in the game.
Like,
well, there's that.
I mean, sure, but like I want to enjoy a game, so I'm going to focus and watch Auburn and Georgia this week on a big screen. The people who and look, if you got ultimate money here and we can do that and set it up a really cool setup, sure, I'll have that. If we can have setups like the other three here that can put a little more into it, sure. But like, I see people tweet out their pictures like trying to have that desperate look of like I gotta have so many screens. I'm gonna take my laptop and put it over here on the floor. Like TVs on the floor drives me insane.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like put it somewhere, hang it on the wall, set it on a table, whatever. Like, but we gotta have all these different screens. It looks weird to me. It looks tacky to me. I don't know. It drives me nuts. I want to focus on the game I actually want to watch.
And if I did do it, I don't think I'd have 3 is the max. I'd have a center, left, and right. That's it. And that's it. I don't think I could do more than 3.
I probably like Brown set up the best of what he has because he has like one big screen that he focuses on and then 2 smaller screens.
Yeah.
If I want to peek over at that, I can. But there does have to be a focus. And a lot of times it seems like there's no focus with somebody's basement here looking all over the place. It's like I couldn't do that, like looking all over it.
That's how I'd want one big ass screen.
Yeah.
Like over the weekend, I helped my neighbor hang an 85-inch TV.
Wow.
That'd be really cool to have, that that kind of
God, watch the
centerpiece.
Big Bang Theory on that.
And then maybe just a couple other screens to like if that game's at a commercial break, I can I can look over here at these and kind of keep in tune with those. But and then I'd have some paintings like
Batman.
like
You can't afford
like
these.
Batman.
It's that bleeding bat.
Is that what that is?
I don't know, or it's somebody's teeth inside the teeth that have a leaking gum. It does. It looks like somebody that's just flossed.
I have never thought about that. You,
just-
may have said that before, but now
It looks like somebody just flossed and their gums are weak. They don't have strong
Teeth are
gums.
too far together up there, but then like really separated down here, kind of a gap tooth. But
Yeah.
what about? Anyway,
I'm just curious about what you would have on your, not aside from the TVs, because everybody's going to go TV and like something for movies and sports and everything, but what you would have on your walls.
I
That
probably
your wife can't say that you're not putting that on the wall. Like, this is your room.
Oh, I in my garage, I've got a couple of Ames Brothers Pearl
Yes.
Jam posters
Good.
that don't have any wall space in my house now. So I mean, I'd have some stuff like that.
But would you go sports stuff too? Would you go movie posters?
I'd have more movies.
Yeah, I'd have movie posters and a few concert posters.
Go
What
ahead.
about like fixtures in the room? Like, I don't want to necessarily say furniture. I mean, you're going to have comfy chairs, couches, whatever, stuff like that. But like, so for me, having poker, I would want to have like a really fancy poker table or two. Like, I wouldn't necessarily want a pool table, but I could understand the appeal of having a pool table in a room. Is there anything like that you like? I got to have a pool table. I got to have a foosball table, something like that.
Because I think those are fun for like a week or two, and then people just stop using them. I think it just
I
takes
don't
up
know.
space, especially a pool table where you got to have all that room for the cue stick, all that, what are they called? Sticks,
cues?
cue
Cues,
stick,
yeah.
whatever the hell they're called. Like, just knowing that, like, and I'd play it probably once every month by myself. Like, I don't see, and I'm not a guy that's going to invite 12 people over to
See, I'm the same way.
come
Outside
to the
of
game.
coming over to poker, I'm going to watch by
Yeah,
myself.
this is
downstairs.
this is more for me. Like, I'm going downstairs to my room. That would be awesome to have that, and then almost like a mock stage where I could do rehearsal for myself. I guess that could be for the rehearsal drum room where I could a mock with like lights and everything to kind of, and I could record a live performance. Mine's more of a everything. Tyler, you can go. I've been talking too much.
So you mentioned having a movie theater popcorn machine.
Yes.
My first thought was movie theater chairs, just a row of recliners.
The new chair, not the ones that you had 15 years ago, because those were god awful.
Right. The good ones where you go into like the premium theaters that Lunsford goes to.
Yeah.
Like those chairs. I would have some of
Do
those.
they lean back? Like, could you fully lie down like a bed?
They're close.
Yeah, they go
You can get your
I
feet
try
straight
that.
out.
Yeah.
But you don't fall all the way back. I mean, you're probably at a 45 at furthest.
Are those like heated and cooled and all
They
that?
are.
Yeah. Not
Oh my
cool,
God.
but they're heated. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, 'cause I probably want to have like a theater setup. But the problem is, like, you want to have good sound in the theater, and if it's just like part of the open area, then it may not be as good. But I would want to have that almost kind of be a separate room, I guess. If you count like different rooms in a man cave, like I would want to go to office in there too, that I could like escape. But like, I don't know if I'd want to have like the theater aspect of it actually out like in the big room or not.
That's something I really don't care for. That I would spend the least on is I don't surround sound. I don't.
Same here.
I don't want to have a gunshot over here and a lightsaber over here where I could hear. Like, I don't really care about that. I just want like the sound in my basement is incredible because it is amazing. It's, what is it, THX or less? I don't care about that. I'll use the volume on the TV, like the whatever provided. I've never had a sound bar. I've never
My
had.
dad
any
got a
of this.
sound bar, and it's a little bit of an improvement.
Yeah.
I would probably do something like that now with unlimited funds, and sure, I'll build
Yeah.
whatever. I'd get the speakers like you have in the theater, but yeah, really, I'm kind of with you. I don't care about having like a surround
Having
sound in my
them
den
behind
at
you
home
and
or
yeah,
something. Yeah. It's good enough usually on TV. I'll say this: you mentioned like having a band space and having like whether it's practice, maybe even have like a little stage. Have you ever like been to like a home concert that somebody has done before? It seems weird that happens,
Yeah.
but I see people do it. Like, there's a guy in our poker club who has a pretty good man cave over. We've been over a couple times, and he has a legit stage
Yeah.
that like a band will come and play on, and he can fit 30 people
That's
in
awesome.
there. It's like an intimate concert, but like I could see you having something like that. That's
Yeah.
like a stage that like it may not just be you, but if you did have people over, you could have some kind of
Yeah.
like act up there actually performing for everybody.
Yeah, you could do improv up there. Oh, that'd be super weird if you just had a, hey, we're doing improv at my house today.
You just walk downstairs and there's a guy down there just doing comedy
Yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden. It's like, where did you come from?
But it's almost like a rehearsal space. But yeah, like mine would be weird because I'm also not going to have a lot of people over. Maybe a pole position. Somebody had that in high school. The first car game you got to sit in, but I wouldn't. You get tired of it. You like us. It's something that's just like that's just taking up space right now. I used it twice, so that's the kind of stuff I'm.
Some golden tea,
Yeah, well, golden tea.
If you could pick one game, it's like we're gonna give you one game. We're gonna give you the full machine and everything to put in your house right now. What would it be?
I mean, I'd have to have something to play Madden on, so I could get ready for to lose the lunts again.
Yeah, we'll get past that. But like an actual like arcade machine, like do you have like one like I used to always play back in the day when I go to the arcade?
Either the Ninja Turtles game we were talking about earlier, or another one that had the little plastic gun and a pedal you'd step on. Time Crisis.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys remember that one?
It was a little blue gun. Also,
Yeah, 'cause you step on it to pop out from cover
the
to shoot.
Aerosmith Revolution game. Do you guys remember that?
I don't remember.
It was a shooting game. It was at the Brookwood Mall at Tilt. It was a shooting game. I don't know why Aerosmith was on it, but you shot CDs and aliens. But you shot your bullets were CDs. But that was a fun ass game. It's called like Aerosmith Revolution or something like that. So look that up. It's a great game. Brookwood Mall, old Brookwood, the OG.
I remember Tilt.
We could go into the Applebee's and sit down, or you could eat in Sbarro. You had to actually go in there and sit down and get a slice the size of your head.
I miss Sbarro.
Yeah. Oh, that Euro place. Oh my God, that Euro place was so good.
I think there's still one in Leeds.
Sbarro?
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
snap.
I think there was one in the
They're on Sbarro time.
in that Grand River Shopping Center.
Oh, wow.
In the food court there.
I gotta look that up when we get done here.
I think it's been a while since I've been over there.
All right, here's a question I got for the man cave aspect. What would this sounds weird, but what would the color palette of it be? Like you have to design the actual
Dark.
room. Like, would it be like earthy wood, like brick? Would it be bright? Like mine would be like more neon, like that kind of 80s style neon you think about now when you think 80s, like pink and purple neon light kind of look, some blue neon light, but I feel like a lot of them typically go with the more like outdoorsy kind of earthy tones, but I feel like that's something I think about when you're thinking about how I want to ultimately build it, what color couches I want. You don't think about interior design when you think about man cave. You think about what kind of cool big TV can I get, what kind of pool table can I get. You got to think about that too.
I think I'm in the minority. I think I would do carpet. I don't want hardwood floors, or I'd do some nice ass carpet to walk barefoot on.
The carpet would be good until I messed it up pretty quickly.
And then you're stuck with it.
And then I'm stuck with it. Or I got to rip it up and do it again. Yeah.
We said I have unlimited funds, so.
We have zero carpet in our house, and it's the greatest thing ever.
See, the poker room I have now was like a bedroom for like a grandfather who was living with people before, and it was carpeted because it needed to be like soft and easy for him to get around. And within a month of 12 and I started the poker club, absolutely ruined.
Yeah.
Like people streaked in mud. They spilled beer all over the place. I mean, like one night and just like, okay, I'm ready to pull this up. I put hardwood down and it's been a breeze since. Whenever something gets spilled, you just clean it up and it's no problem. So
we've got a couple of rugs, here and there in the house.
Yeah.
Those are, and they're not expensive rugs, so those get screwed up.
Easy to switch out and everything. I'm trying to think what else like would go with a man cave. Like, are you big?
Oh, I'd have a urinal.
Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea.
I'd have a urinal.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. With man caves, a lot of times it involves people being over
Yeah.
too. So like, that's the thing with the poker club. It's all guys coming over, and there's just like one toilet there. Like it gets pretty messy. And
Well,
like,
see,
my wife
my
would go down every now and then and be like, "What the hell are y'all doing?" If you had a urinal, it'd be a little different.
One of the best things at Lance's, the original Club LT, he had a urinal for a while, and it was just like that's so convenient. There's just a urinal right here. Oh, so convenient.
Just out in the open.
Yes. It was right by the TV. It was weird because it's right under the TV, so people would get pissed, literally, when you would go to the bathroom. But yes, a urinal is a must.
What if you installed like the stadium-style trough?
Oh God.
I don't think I'd have that much company. Another thing novelty is a hot tub. Like you think, like God, we had a hot tub like on Coming to America. That's another thing that you'd use 3 or 4 times.
I would probably like to have some kind of outdoor element to it. Like you just step outside and there's like because you got to have like, you know, you're going to grill out, stuff like that. You step just outside. There's a grill, a little deck area, and that's maybe like where a hot tub would
There's
go.
a little chef, the little cutting station
Yeah.
with that big ass white hat.
Guy's just waiting for somebody to come by and get the slice of meat that he can give to you.
Shit, I didn't pay Bruce this week.
I got a Blackstone now. It would be nice to have
gotta
just
get
kind
a
of like a
Blackstone.
step out and
Blackstone
throw some
is.
stuff on the Blackstone.
What's a Blackstone?
It is it's essentially just a big cooktop.
Can you do fried rice on it?
Flat.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a big
Can
thing.
you do? Can we go to your house and get some? Can you do fried rice?
Come on, yeah.
I'll take some fried
God's
rice.
ultimate man cave, the fried rice.
Gotta get through the toilet paper first. Sorry about that, though. By the way, my wife was really upset with you.
Hey, nobody egged us, so we're good.
Hey, that was a much better rolling job than the first one you showed me.
No doubt.
Yesterday.
No doubt.
What about like memorabilia? Like if you said, hey, you can go and pick memorabilia from like movies, sports, music, like would you want to have a bunch of like, hey, that's so-and-so's guitar that they played, hey, that's, you know, so-and-so's actual football helmet, or that's like a game-worn jersey or something, like, would you want to have a lot of memorabilia out, or would you be afraid to like put all that out there on display for everybody? Or do you even care to even have that?
The only real piece of memorabilia I have sports-wise, I've got a game-worn Nick Fairley helmet. That's in my basement now. So
Already?
Yeah. So I'd move that over. It's got a spot.
Yeah.
In the man cave.
I'd collect a bunch of movie props. There was a show that was on for a very short amount of times. It's called like a Hollywood Auctions or something like that, and they would just go around hunting old movie props, and they'd find like a life-size statue of Watto from Star Wars Phantom Menace or something like that. There was like the diamond that Mr. Freeze steals in the terrible Batman movie. Was it Batman Forever?
Batman and Robin.
Or Batman and Robin. Yeah, so I would have a bunch of just random movie props.
And if it's mine, I would have, because it was one of those things that every kid wanted this, my age, that never got it unless you were the super rich kid. I think, of course, Ryan Brown had it. The G.I. Joe battleship. It was a massive battleship. Like, it was huge, and like you could fit all these. Like, that was like, it was like probably $150 back in like '86. But like, that was the sign of like G.I. Joe. If I could have something with all the vehicles, and I remember a friend of mine like have a little place of AstroTurf, and have like them all set up, because there was like thousands and thousands of those toys and vehicles and masks. Get some mask stuff. Of course, Pee-wee's Playhouse, because I had a little bit of an obsession with Pee-wee's Playhouse. They had
Make
toys.
your whole man cave like Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I'd have Cherry.
Have Cherry if you're going Pee-wee.
Conky. But no, and that would be, Pee-wee's Playhouse did not look comfortable to me. Sorry. He slept in bunk beds too. He slept on the bottom bunk. That's all I got. So how have you guys been?
It's always fascinating. Like, I'm always trying to make upgrades to mine, like little pieces here and there, because I'm not going to go splurge on stuff necessarily. But like a movie poster I find here, good glasses, like a random sports, like I have some autograph pictures, of different athletes and stuff like that. Like I have this really cool Barry Bonds autograph picture that I don't care anything about baseball or even Barry Bonds. It's just a cool picture to have sitting there. But it's always kind of fascinating how you would ultimately decorate if you had that option. It's the kind of thing like when the lottery hits, $1 billion and you go buy a lottery ticket. It's like, what would I do if I did actually win this?
What do I do?
I have this whole plan I've written out for when I do win the lottery. So don't worry, everybody here's taken care
Awesome.
of. Everybody here's taken care of. Although if we keep adding people, I may have to change that plan. But it's just fascinating to kind of see how you would set things up. And there's so many different elements to it that you just think, it'd be cool to have a big screen TV and a comfy couch. Well, there's a lot more that goes into it if you're going to like legit, throw down and put a ton of money into it. But anyway, that's been the back room. Brought to you by MyBookie, mybookie.ag. Use code NEXTROUND for first deposit bonus, 110%. And then you can go to lanceslock.com as well. Get all the picks there. Make some money this weekend on all of the college and NFL plays. And Bye. Bye.
Lump's going to go to sleep now.